Hey everybody, and welcome to the first episode of Ask Amby, where you ask us questions about what it's like being on the ambulance and we answer them. This is going to be for the Shift podcast, and we will put that on our podcast and put it up on our YouTube channel. So, got a few questions that have been asked us, so Brad's going to read them, and we're going to answer them the best we can.
All right. Are you guys married? Yes, I am married. I have a beautiful wife named Kelly and 5 wonderful children, 2 step-kids, and 3 biologically of my own.
I am married. I married my high school sweetheart. Our first date was actually senior prom, but I have 2 wonderful kids. So.
All right. Where did y'all go to school? EMT school.
I got my EMT basic at Trentham State in Montgomery, and I got my paramedic at Jeff State Community College in Hoover. I also got my associates in Associates in Applied Science and Emergency Medical Services.
Sweet.
So.
And I got my basic through the Alabama Fire College. All right, here's one that's easier for you to answer.
Okay.
Why do you guys work 24, 48-hour shifts?
Okay. The simple reason is because the fire departments work 24 or 48. But the reason the fire departments work 24 or 48, what's been relayed to me, was back before we had all this great PPE and SCBAs and all that other good stuff. If there was a fire on the shift, they figured out, or they thought at that time, that it would take 48 hours roughly to get the carbon monoxide out of your system. So it was a resting period before you came back in to work on the fire station. So.
Okay. I always assumed it had something to do with overtime or something like that.
No.
Okay. Here are 2 really interesting questions. These are trick questions. And we're going to answer these and dance around the best we can. And I'm going to give both questions at the same time, and we're going to answer them individually. When do I call an ambulance? And the next question was, when should I not call an ambulance? Okay, Lee. When should I call an ambulance?
Well, I think we answered some of these questions in the episode of Oh Shit and Bullshit.
Yes, I know.
But when should you call an ambulance?
Chest pain.
Chest pain that is symptomatic of a heart attack. Your chest is hurting so bad you can't breathe. It's radiating to your left or right arm or back.
Tearing
pain. If you can point to where the pain is, 9 times out of 10 it's not a heart attack. And
acute abdominal pain. That comes on just like that. If it hits you, crippling pain, and just bam, oh my God, call an ambulance. If it's been hurting for 2 weeks, I think you're going to be all right. Go to your doctor.
Yeah.
Could be wrong, but
you know, the major things. If you, honest to God, feel like you're having a heart attack, if you, honest to God, feel like it's something going on with, that's not right. I mean,
you break a leg.
Definitely, you break a leg.
You cut an arm off.
Yeah.
You got a piece of rebar sticking through you.
You had something blow up in your face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fireworks in the face.
Definitely
needed an ambulance for that one.
Definitely needed one for that one.
Okay, and we're not limiting to this is the only thing you call for.
No,
These are just good instances of when you do.
And we're going to throw this out there.
When in doubt, call us out.
Well, not only that, but don't do anything you wouldn't want to have to explain to the paramedics.
Oh yeah.
So
and wear clean underwear.
Yes.
All right.
When should you not call an ambulance?
Yes. When should you not call an ambulance?
If you have a cold, don't call an ambulance.
Yeah, because I don't want it.
No.
I've already got one.
Yeah.
The neighbors next door are too loud.
Nope.
Don't call an ambulance.
If you have a person that's at the house and you want them out and you constantly call an ambulance because you think it's going to get the situation taken care of,
no,
it's not going to.
Probate judge.
Probate judge. If you have a toothache, don't call an ambulance.
And here's another little hint about toothaches. You got a toothache, you go to the emergency room, they're going to screen you out for tooth pain, and you get nothing.
Yeah, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, that's not an emergency.
And we're going to go ahead and say this. We have heard from multiple sources that if you go by ambulance,
you get in seen quicker.
No, that's
not true.
That's not true. You're right. If you will not always get seen quicker if you go in by ambulance. I was talking more about insurance.
Oh,
so we have heard this from multiple sources. If you go in by ambulance and the insurance company finds that it's not an actual emergency, 9 times out of 10 they're not going to pay for it.
That's right. You got to private pay it.
You got to private pay it. I mean, that's just friendly advice.
Yeah.
So, but don't let that stop you from calling an ambulance if it's a true emergency.
If it's an emergency,
like you said,
look up the definition of emergency in the dictionary.
Yeah.
Or Google it. I don't know. Don't Google it. You might get a really scary video.
Yeah. Oh God. No WebMD stuff.
Yeah. And WebMD makes our job so much harder.
WebMD is the devil.
Yes, because it doesn't matter what you look up, what your symptoms are. It's cancer on WebMD.
Oh God.
You have eye pain and your toe itches. You got cancer.
Testicular cancer without testiculars.
Yeah, you got like butt flu. Yeah. But if you don't.
But again, when in doubt, call us out.
Yeah, when in doubt, call us out.
I mean, always. I mean, that's what we're here for. That's what we do. We will always be professional on scene. We're there for you. So, all right. Everything all right? All right. So, what's the next question?
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lee, what is up with the halo on your hat?
Okay, so
it's not physically not a halo. It's the word.
It's the word halo.
Because he's the angel of death.
No, that is Chet. Chet's already at 41 for the year. And actually, I got it because of 2 reasons. The first reason, not the obvious one, is because I love the little halo tangerine mango things.
Clementines.
Clementines, yeah.
Clementines. Yes.
Love those halo things. I'd go through a bag in a shift.
Oh, I could eat them things like they're going outside.
You ain't lying.
I could eat the whole tree.
Oh, so good. So damn good.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd eat those all the time on the ambulance. The second reason is, one December, a couple of years ago, I had, before Chet came along and ruined my record, I had like 18 death in fields.
Wow.
Yeah, in 30 days. 31 days.
Crap, I probably had that many in a year.
Yeah, it was like 18. Yeah. Wow. So, but that's where it came from, and it kind of stuck. So, it's what I put on the back of my hats because it's my nickname, and I think it looks cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So,
all right. Does Brad have a nickname?
Brad has multiple nicknames.
Yes, I have multiple ones. I'll come to anything, asshole, shithead, whatever, but my nickname is Vulture. And that's kind of a weird kind of nickname, but it's because for a while I've been involved in like survivalism, things like that, and I've been able to scurry up and scavenge stuff and put stuff together and make other things. So I got Vulture because the Vulture is a scavenger, and I can scavenge around and build what I need to.
Yep.
With ham radios, I do the same thing. I scavenge around and get parts what I need and build what I need.
Awesome.
So that's where that comes from.
All right.
All right. This one's going to take a while. Do you believe in ghosts or the afterlife? Yes and yes.
Yes and yes.
Me personally, yes and yes.
Yeah, y'all can knock us all you want to. I've seen too many things working this job to not believe.
Oh yeah,
So,
I've
just
seen
a job by itself.
Yeah, I've seen things in my life that make me believe they're ghosts. I've heard things that I knew couldn't be what I really thought they were. Do I believe there's an afterlife? Yes, I believe. I gave my soul to Jesus, and I'll go to heaven.
Yep.
That doesn't mean that some people kind of get trapped in between. I don't necessarily believe it's a direct heaven or hell type situation. I believe kind of like the Catholics do, that there might be purgatory or something in between. We don't absolutely know. We don't know. I have faith that I'd go to heaven, but we don't know. There may be a waiting room with that crappy music playing all the time. Could be.
Yeah. I mean, and Brad had the opportunity to go to the Sorrel Weed House over in where was that?
And it's Sorrel Weed House in Savannah, Georgia,
and do a paranormal investigation there.
With the Savannah Paranormal what are they? The Savannah Paranormal
Institute.
Yes. Yeah. Which is supposed to be the most haunted house and the most haunted town.
Okay. So that's where we are on what we.
So about the Sorrel Weed House, it's supposed to be the most haunted house in the South, the most haunted town in the South, and the most haunted house. It was a little weird there. My wife felt something touch her. We heard a few things that we knew weren't in front of us the way it sounded it should have been. It's very interesting. I've had other paranormal experiences. We've had paranormal experiences in our home when things have moved and came back. My wife has had some paranormal experiences that she has told me about, and I believe her. They sound too legit to not be real. Let me talk to my fire chief. My fire chief's called. Let's see what he wants. You're still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can handle it up.
Everything's all right.
All right, good.
But yes, we've had paranormal experiences. What about you?
I had a few here or there. A lot of my stuff really happens around my wife because she's almost like a magnet when that stuff kind of happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's like extra sensitive to paranormal experiences.
Well, not really that. I mean, I really hadn't had much up until I started hanging out with her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one of the first ones I remember was being at her apartment in Montevallo, and just chilling out and everything. And it had gotten late, and I was sleeping on the couch, and she went back to her room to go to sleep, and I kept seeing something walk between her room and her roommate's room.
Mm-hmm.
And the next morning I was like, man, y'all okay last night? She goes, what are you talking about? Kept seeing somebody walk between y'all's rooms. She goes, Ashley's not home. I never left my room.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit. Okay.
Oh, shit. I think we've all had paranormal experiences, but we write them off as something else.
I think, yeah.
Like that little thing you see in the corner of your eye, and you look and it's gone, or those dark shadows that move. We just like, oh no,
it's just whatever. Yeah.
I think we've all had paranormal experiences, and we write them off as something we try to explain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the very last question is,
well, for this session.
For this session do you think your ambulance is haunted? Weird things happen in an ambulance.
Yeah. But just to be a little,
I don't have mine on at the moment.
We kind of.
We do have blessed crucifixes and holy water. Rosaries.
So yeah, I've got mine.
Weird things happen.
Weird things happen. Things you can't really explain happen. And,
equipment moves. You're like, no, I know I didn't leave it there.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's.
It is what it is. They don't mess with us in here.
No. So
now, I've had people swear up and down that they've had ambulances that were haunted.
Yeah.
The lights flickered and would go off at certain times at certain places.
The AM/FM radio turns on by itself.
Yeah, radios go on and off by themselves. Sirens go on and off by themselves, which is kind of weird because the sirens are not like a button; it's a mechanical knob you have to turn.
Yeah, and it's just
So weird things happen, and you'll hear different EMTs will tell you different things, and oh no, it's mechanical, or no, it could be a ghost, or you never know.
It just happens.
It just happens.
I
believe these emergency rooms are haunted, though.
Oh God, you ain't lying about that.
And when you say haunted, it doesn't mean that, it's always some nasty, malevolent spirit running around.
Wasn't it just the other day at the local hospital?
Speaking of, there's the ghost of Johnny.
Your partner seen it. Your partner had you.
I kind of figured something. He looked over and I'm like, I'm fixed to get scared.
Jump.
Yeah, jump. Oh, by the way, here's no, I can't get it to turn.
Can't get it to turn. Okay, hang on.
Did we get you?
All right.
There's Johnny and Jeff.
There's Johnny and Jeff. Say hey.
Hey, how the hell you doing?
How the hell you doing?
How the hell you doing?
Hey, how you doing there, bud?
How your mama and them?
How your mama and them? So,
Well, guys, this is going to be the end of Ask Amby. So, thank you guys very much.
if you have any more questions, please email us the shiftpod@gmail.com. So, see y'all.
See ya.